We're going to break down some shocking clips. One of many. This is one of many series that I want to launch so we can create awareness and education about what's really going on in youth sports, why we started our InCity HotSpots Summer League, and why we continue to push our initiative based on some of the evidence that we're going to have today. So let's jump into it. I'm going to show you all a few clips that I've seen that are heartbreaking, that are disturbing. So this is violence that's going on in youth sports, not only in our city, in our nation. Let's get started into what's going on in today's world, right? Title of this clip is "Parents Get Wild During Youth Sporting Events." Take a listen. Look at what's going on. See the official, he calls off the game right there. Stay focused on the bottom right, middle of the screen there. Yellow parent in the yellow green. He's coming in, grabbed his phone, he's videoing the official.
At an AAU game in the state of Indiana, a brawl broke out on the court.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Heartbreaking.
After a referee gets taken down UFC style, all combatants are separated. It was a wild scene that we have unfortunately taken in one too many times. Brawls breaking out at youth sporting events, ticked off parents, frustrated referees, a feeling of animosity with kids just wanting to compete.
That last statement there, with kids just wanting to compete, unbelievable. Let's go back a little bit. Let's play in slow-mo once they get to the to that body slam. You can see right here on your left side of the screen. And take it down slow-mo so y'all can see. Oh my goodness, it looks like he hits his head. He body slams the official. The parent body slams the official and he hits his head on the hardwood floor. You have a second parent right there on the right side. There's two parents in blue. The dad or the coach on the right side, he also takes a swing at the official. You have the player also, as you can see in slow-mo, she's throwing blows to the official, to his head. You got people running in to try to separate the chaos that's going on. Mind you, this is youth sports, right? This is what we're talking about. The fun is taken away from what the sport is all about. Officials' lives are in danger. He's fighting for his life right there. You know, it's 3-on-1, 4-on-1. What is he supposed to do? I don't see. I'm gonna run the clip. I don't see law enforcement coming into the picture. Just whoever was there had to take control and try to dismantle the chaos that was going on. Let's see what happens. Let me take it up to regular speed.
It was a wild scene that we have unfortunately taken in one.
As you can see, the coach goes back and he wants more. I'm sorry, not the coach, the parent in the green, the yellow that initiated all this by recording the official with his phone right up in his grill, right up in his face.
After a referee gets taken down UFC style, all combatants are separated. It was a wild scene that we have unfortunately taken in one too many times. Brawls breaking out at...
Oh man, that's one of many. One of many. What are your thoughts, right? What are your thoughts? Some of the such a chaotic event, so much emotion behind it. You know, lives are at stake. What is it worth? Is my question. Is it worth for the official to be out there risking his life for, whatever, $15 a game, $20 a game? I don't think so. Does he have family at home waiting for him? It's kind of like a police officer, right? You leave your house before you go off to work, and as an official, never would you think that, well, hopefully I come back in one piece, babe, right? Kids, I love you all. I'm going to go referee. Hopefully I come back in one piece. Hopefully nobody assaults me. Hopefully coaches don't get in my way. Hopefully no one's disrespectful. I'm going to go take the abuse so I can make a few dollars so I can come back and put it in our bank account, and we can use some of that money for food or for bills, right? It's a job. Who gives people the right to tell these officials how to do their job? The moment that we as officials turn around and tell a coach what to do, they get offended, right? If we respond to fans in the stands, they get offended. So why is it okay to be disrespectful to officials is what I'm asking. What are your comments? On a lighter note, not on a lighter note, but after watching some of these videos, I go down and I break down some of the comments. Some of the comments are, they're funny to a certain extent. Here's a comment right here. Watch referees about to start carrying guns. Dude in the green thought it was the WWE. Yes, he did. I would not fight at a kid's game unless an adult puts hands on a kid. Then it's on. Man, that ref was pushed to the limit. Let me see what else we got here. Bunch of hooligans. It's funny how when stuff like this happens, nobody wants to say nothing, but it was the other way around. He's racist. Not only are they racist, racism goes both ways. Bunch of gangsters raising these poor kids. These are all comments, right, in the comment section. People involved should be banned from all school sports for life. Parents tend to struggle with the fact that not all kids can compete, but the parent will push them to fulfill the parent's dreams, not the child's. These same parents think that a participation ribbon has actual value, which it doesn't. In all fairness, this does not mean that a child with a physical disadvantage cannot be a success. There are many examples which a kid with both a mental and physical disability went on to lead a successful life. Here's another one. The kid that was punching the ref is definitely in jail right now. Another one. The ref started it. Well, I'm going to argue on that one that the ref started it. As you can see, the fan or the parent came all the way across the court and put his phone and started recording the ref for no reason. What gives him the right? There's a good one. So my comment is this. Why don't these hosts try and control these things before they happen? It would be very inexpensive for them to keep those parents or disgruntled fans off the floor. I agree. Like we said earlier, right? Wow. What was the protocol? You had people run in and dismantle the chaos, but I didn't see any law enforcement anywhere within the vicinity. I may have been wrong. This happens many times in many functions, many sports activities, sport leagues, right? Especially off season during the summer, winter leagues. Oh no, not winter leagues. Fall leagues, spring leagues. Anytime we're off season, anytime we're not in the months of November all the way to February, which is usually in our state UIL sports, basketball. Let's see what other comments we have here. It's a good one. I hate parents that live through their kids. I agree. These parents should stop using their kids as a means of success. If they can't afford a Ferrari before their first child, then they failed at life. I agree here. That guy deserved to have the phone slapped out of his hand, but the ref should have known he needed to be prepared to fight after doing that. So let's go. I'm going to share with you all one more. Oh man, what are your thoughts? Very emotional, very impactful, right? Just what goes on in real life in youth sports, what I've dealt with as an official, what I've dealt with as a coach, right? It's a laughing matter whatsoever. It's life versus death sometimes. And it's amazing how we talk about, you would think once again that life versus death only comes into effect if you're a law enforcement officer. Little did we know that referees at sporting events are now having to fight for their life and defend themselves and not be ready to be attacked, by one person, by a swarm, by a mass of people. Unbelievable. Let me share with y'all one more. Here's another one. This one says, basketball dad decks elderly referee during the game.
Parent. A middle school basketball game in Seattle. One may think it's harmless fun as kids learn the fun of competition. An innocent scene that builds camaraderie between teammates and even opponents. That was until this happened.
You're going to see parent come from the right side of your screen. He's going to go.
That's when Mark McLaughlin, a parent, stormed onto the court and assaulted an elderly referee.
Let me play that again for y'all in slow-mo one more time.
Happened.
There, one referee, as you can see, he's trying to separate the two players before it gets any worse. Here comes a parent, put it in slow-mo so we can see what really happened. Here comes the guy in there he goes running, the black jacket. Oh, man. You just see the referee fall face first into the floor. Unbelievable. One of many.
Referee. He heads for the exit, but this is far from over for those who witnessed and experienced it firsthand. The referee, who has requested his name not be mentioned, showed the damages: a reported broken nose, fractured ribs, and more. Mark McLaughlin, seen here, has pleaded not guilty in his virtual arraignment. He is 31 years old, stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, and weighs more than 200 pounds. For local media, the suspect was allegedly heard saying, "No one touches my son," as he lunged onto the court and pushed the referee to the floor before leaving the gym with his son. As you can see from the video, the referee was only there to assist as needed and didn't participate in the actions McLaughlin accuses him of. He turned himself in.
Unbelievable. Well, there you have it. Things to talk about. I've been doing this, been officiating basketball for the last 22 years, and, I've been assaulted myself as an official. It's not worth it. It's not worth it now that I have a family. Now that I have kids and my wife, I've been in situations the same way where, I've been assaulted before. There hasn't been any security on the premises. There hasn't been law enforcement on there isn't a enforcement on the premises. And at the end of the day, tournament directors, league directors, they haven't stepped up to the plate. Why? Once again, like I have in my first episode, my podcast episode, Ref Life, we spoke about how tournament directors and league directors sometimes, they cater to uh, the paying customer, which is the team, right? They'd rather lose a referee than lose a paying customer. Sometimes that team brings in 3 or 4 teams. So if you get rid of one, you're going to get rid of all 3 or 4 of those teams. So it's a tough world, right? It's a tough world that we live in. It's not a safe environment. Now we know why we're short-handed as officials in every sport: football, basketball, baseball, soccer. Soccer is a very physical sport. It's a very the verbal abuse that I hear some of my colleagues that do officiate soccer, basketball. They take a lot more than what we as basketball officials take. Right? I don't know why they shouldn't have to, but for some reason they take the verbal abuse a little bit more, and they shouldn't have to. This is youth sports at the end of the day, and I don't know. What are your thoughts? Leave comments below. See what you all think, and we'll be back for more. I just wanted to give you all, you know, uh, episode 1 of a series that we're gonna be breaking down and just reviewing. We're gonna. Do you all feel the same that I feel? Right? What's your feeling behind it? What are your emotions when you see something like this? Is it something that's laughable? Is it something that's serious? Is it something that needs to be addressed? So, stay tuned and hope to see you on our next episode.